Most parents walk into family court worried about the wrong things. They think judges care about who's louder, who's more emotional, or who tells the more dramatic story. They don't. Today, we're going inside the judge's mind to break down what actually influences their decisions so you can focus your energy where it truly matters. Myth number 1, judges care about who's right. Let's start with the biggest myth. The judge is trying to figure out who's right and who's wrong in your breakup. They're not. Judges care about one thing above all else: how the child is doing and which parent offers the most stable future. They are not historians. They are not trying to untangle your entire relationship. They're not scoring the marriage. They're looking for patterns of behavior that affect the child today. What judges actually look for? Patterns. In family court, one event doesn't make or break a case, but patterns do. A judge will ask, does this parent show consistency? Do their actions match their words? Are they reliable with schedules? Do they communicate properly? Do they show self-control when things get stressful? A high conflict parent often sabotages themselves because they're inconsistent. Their story changes, their behavior shifts depending on whether they're angry, calm, or in front of a professional. The stable parent, however, even if imperfect, becomes the credible one, because credibility in family court is built slowly, over time, through repeated patterns. What judges value most: emotional stability. Here's something people underestimate. Your emotional stability is evidence. Judges are trained to read tone, body language, and emotional regulation under pressure. Someone who rolls their eyes, interrupts, gets heated, or uses sarcastic or hostile language in emails is showing the court exactly how they'd behave under pressure and stress with the child. Your calm becomes your strategy. Your composure becomes your argument, and your steadiness becomes your strength. Judges don't expect perfection, but they do expect parents to manage themselves. What judges ignore: drama, exaggerations, and character attacks. Judges have seen everything. They've heard every accusation. They've watched hundreds of parents claim the other is toxic, abusive, manipulative, narcissistic, dangerous, unstable, you name it. What do the judges actually think when they hear dramatic accusations with no evidence? This parent can't regulate. They tune out exaggeration, they dismiss theatrics. The more one parent tries to destroy the other's character, the more it reflects poorly on the attacker. Judges aren't moved by angry stories. They're moved by facts, patterns, timelines, and impact on the child. The biggest factor: impact on the child. Everything in family court funnels back to one central question: how does this situation impact the child? If your concerns are child-focused, backed by documentation and specific examples, the judge listens. If your concerns are adult-focused, about your feelings, your anger, your personal disagreements, they carry little weight. The examples that the judge considers important: a parent repeatedly missing school events, frequent cancellations or late pickups, the child showing stress or behavioral changes, a parent involving the child in conflict, poor communication that disrupts the child's routine, lack of cooperation with medical or education needs. These are the details that shift decisions in court, not who had the last word in an argument. What judges rely on: documentation and consistency. If you want to know what judges trust most, here it is: clear, organized, neutral documentation. No rants, no emotional paragraphs, no accusations, just facts. Judges look for dates, times, what happened, how the child was affected. When your documentation is consistent and neutral, you instantly become the credible parent, even if the other parent is louder, flashier, or angrier. The judge will rely on the parent who brings organized facts. In closing, winning by being the calmest person in the room is it. So if you're exhausted, overwhelmed, or dealing with chaos, take this with you. You don't win in family court by fighting harder. You win by standing calmer. You win by staying consistent. You win by focusing on the child, not the conflict. Judges notice what matters: patterns, stability, and child impact. Focus there, and you will always be the strongest person in the room.